back to the Laker family. I want to make this a real quick video because honestly, there's not a lot to take away from this game, the Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors, other than slight disappointment. We got the win. Yes, I'm always happy with a win. I thought that we would go into this game and completely just beat down the Golden State Warriors after that embarrassing loss we suffered against the Rockets the previous game with that 6'6" and under lineup they beat us with. We were supposed to make quick work of the Golden State Warriors, and we were doing that in the third quarter, but for some reason we just took our foot off the gas, and it's some reoccurring issues that continues to occur with the Lakers squad. I don't know what it is, y'all. It just feels like it's something missing. It's like there's no seasoning in this team right now. Like it's like we have the pieces, but the guys' mental focus is not all the way there. To be considered a top, like a really legit championship type of team, you have to have that mindset, man, night in and night out, regardless of who you play. You can't go into these type of games playing down to competition, and then top teams, you go in there and then get the brakes beat off of you. We have the number one seed in the Western Conference, but it's weird. I've never felt a situation where a team could be the number one seed, but you're just not confident. You're not completely confident in them. And I can't remember, sensing anything like this a time before with the Lakers. Too many turnovers, man. Too many unforced turnovers. And like I said, unforced. The other team is not even causing half these turnovers, man. It's just like we're going down the court giving the ball away. King James himself, 7 turnovers. He had 11 assists, but 7 turnovers. We got to do better. And it's like, for as great of a passer as he is, like recently he's been having a couple of those, what the hell kind of pass was that? He's been having a couple of those lately. Those passes are kind of like reserved for more inexperienced playmakers like Kyle Kuzma. You would see somebody like a Kyle Kuzma make those type of silly passes, but LeBron is doing it. So it's like a trickle down effect. Kyle Kuzma was going down the fast break, and it was like we had 3 people. It was a 3-on-2, something like that on the fast break. So we had the numbers, and Kuzma he's in the center lane. LeBron's on the left side of him, and he had another player on the right side of him. He chooses to prematurely throw the ball to LeBron James when clearly there was a defender there in between both of them. When you could have been patient and did a pump fake pass and laid it up or something else, like the IQ level with the playmaking is not there. I'm seeing a few errors substitutional wise from the coaching staff. Dwight Howard only got 13 minutes. And he was beasting in those 13 minutes. 5 of 7 from the field, 8 rebounds, 12 points. But he only gets 13 minutes. A plus 7 under the plus minus category. and he's on the bench and only on the floor for 13 minutes. Frank Vogel, come on, man. Troy Daniels, how does he get 17 minutes and Caldwell Pope only get 4 minutes? Did KCP get hurt? So KCP has 1 or 2 bad games, and now he only gets 4 minutes. Is that what we're doing? After this man had a 2-month stretch of spectacular basketball play, I don't get it. The rotations are not consistent, and that's why you're starting to see inconsistent numbers from a few of these guys. Now, the bench did have 41 points, but some of the people that came off the bench should have got more minutes. Kyle Kuzma had 12 points, only 29 minutes. And with the Kyle Kuzma situation, I feel like his minutes are staggered to the point to where he can't even get into no rhythm to even be a third scorer. He's supposed to be the third scorer, but his minutes are so staggered. And it's like, you come in for a 4-minute stretch here, and then you finally trying to get your feet under you, get warm, and then you get pulled. As a basketball player, anybody knows what I'm talking about when you can't get in. First of all, you're not going to get your share of touches to begin with because you have to wait till after Davis and LeBron James eats. So you got that in your, to account for. Then you got to account for the staggered minutes. Only 4 minutes here, 4 minutes there, 4 minutes here, 4 minutes there. When you have to, as soon as you go in the game, then boom, you're right back out the game. There's no way you can get into no type of real rhythm. So some of the criticism towards Kyle Kuzma as far as low level IQ, this, that, I get it. But some of the criticism is unfair because he's not even getting a chance to get no real rhythm with these type of staggered low minutes. Now, I did like the fact that Frank Vogel brought Kyle Kuzma back into the game towards the end of the fourth quarter. I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes left, just so he can feel like he's a part of the team, and to kind of get a taste of crunch time moments, being in the game at crunch time moments. So that part I did like from Frank Vogel, but it's really, really hard if he can't get more consistent minutes and more touches, more plays called for him, etc. Rondo, a better game today, 11 points, 3 of 5 from 3-point range, 4 assists. People were killing him, and deservedly so. He had been playing a little bit hesitant and antsy lately, and not even being no real factor for our team lately. And that's what sparked up the whole Darren Collison situation. And don't get me wrong, I would love to have DC on this team, but we don't really know what he has in the tank after being off 9 months. Yes, I would love, we would all love for him to come in and give us a jackpot type of situation that Dwight Howard gave us. There was a lot of doubt with Dwight Howard, and he came in and blew us away. So hopefully, if Darren Collison does choose to come out of retirement and join us, hopefully we can catch lightning in a bottle with him the same way that we did with Dwight Howard. If not, then we may be in trouble. I don't think that we're all the way in panic type of trouble because all the other teams are having their issues as well. It's not like we're dealing with a season where there's a Golden State Warriors super team. We're not dealing with any team like that. Bucks is kind of getting close to that with the way Giannis has been playing, and he's running away with the MVP right now. and the team has been well put together around him. So they're closer to a Golden State Warrior type of super team that, as far as just dominance, just wiping everybody off the floor. And it's not because they have 4 or 5 all-stars on the team. It's just their team was perfectly well constructed, and kudos to their GM, along with Giannis playing out of this world. But other than that, there's no other great super team that we have to deal with. If we were having these issues last year, or a couple of years before, while the Warriors were that dominant, we would not win. We would not beat them the way we were playing. But because this year, there's like 4 or 5 teams that has a legitimate shot to win the championship, it's not as bad. So if we were able to overcome some of these glaring issues, we could still make our way to the championship. I just wanted us to get to a level of being a step above the rest of the pack. That's what I want. And the way we're playing, we are not right now. Anthony Davis, 27 points. He balled out. LeBron James, 22 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds. Both of them hit clutch shots at the end, but again, it should have never came to that. It should have never came to that. Anthony Davis hit a clutch mid-range. LeBron James came and then hit a step back 3-point shot. It was deep too, and that pretty much sealed the game right there. But there's no way our defense should be giving up 120 to a Stephen Curry list, a Kevin Durant list, a Klay Thomas list, a Draymond Green list, Golden State Warriors team. How do you give up 120 to the Golden State Warriors after all those players I just named are no longer with the Warriors, are not playing right now? There's no excuse for that. We started off the year the best defensive team in the league, and we've slipped. We've slipped dramatically in that department. We were the number 1 team in the league as far as block shots. We only had 2 block shots tonight. The defensive intensity is not the same. And I don't know if it's because it's the middle of February and guys are just ready to get to the All-Star game and whatnot. It's just, I don't know what else to explain it, but that, and I hope it is something more to that than that we have real issues defensively. I hope it's more of LeBron deciding to step back a little bit, save himself defensively, and guys are just kind of getting ready for the All-Star game, and it's the middle of February. Avery Bradley, another great game from him. He's been looking like the only dog out there defensively. Him and then Anthony Davis. Those two look like the only ones keeping the defensive intensity going. But with Avery Bradley, we're getting a bonus with him lately because he's been scoring. And the last 3 games was the best he's looked since he went down with that injury early on in the season. I hope he keeps this production up. He may be the reason why Caldwell Pope is getting less minutes, but then again, Troy Daniels should not be getting 17 minutes and only 4 points over Caldwell Pope with just 4 minutes. That's no way to treat a player who has been playing that good and helping his team for the past 2 months when he has 1 or 2 bad games. Danny Green shot well this game, 10 points, 2 of 3 from the 3-point range. Caruso, 7 minutes, 0 points. So I don't know what Frank Vogel has to do to instill some fear into these guys, but obviously something has got to be fixed. Defensively, mentally wise, and just careless mistakes, man. It's like almost like we just don't care right now. It's like we're just almost going through the motions. And LeBron James may be getting tired, and if he is, I'll give him a slight pass for that, because he is 34 or 35, one of the two. But either way, sometimes we do put a lot on him to come through too much. He does deserve a game here and there to where he could load manage, but we're not putting him in a position to where he can load manage if we giving up 120 points to the worst team in the league, Golden State Warriors. We gave up 120 points to them. Inexcusable. Hopefully we get back on track, man. We get these couple of games in, we go into the All-Star break, and then come back laser focused. And hopefully Darren Collison does come out of retirement and joins us and give us a type of some type of boost, some type of energy. Because right now this team is lacking energy and they're looking soft at times. They're looking soft. But that's all I got for today, guys. Hopefully we can regroup and eliminate some of this silly mistakes. We did shoot better from 3-point range, but we can't count on that to be consistent with 48%. What we can control is these turnovers and defensive intensity until we can get the Darren Collison or some type of addition that can help us play make more and give us a little bit more scoring boost when LeBron James is not on the floor. So that's all I have for today, guys. Thank y'all for watching. I love all my subscribers. If y'all haven't joined the Laker family yet, please do so. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, I got